you having a hard time reaching behind to grab your belt, or maybe pull your shirt off in the morning or in the evening, you can't get your arm behind your head, or you just feel like when you reach up or reach across, your arm just not as loose as it used to be, that shoulder's getting tight? If so, this video is going to be great for you. Hey, I'm Dr. Puntney from Wellington Family Chiropractic. Today, what I'm going to talk about are some easy stretches to improve your shoulder mobility, which should help your shoulder feel better and hopefully prevent some of those little strains that get us, and then we have a sore shoulder throughout the next few days or weeks. So one thing I'll do with patients is if they're having shoulder issues, is I'll test their different ranges of motion. So we might have them go all the way overhead, and you'll see maybe they're limited on one side, it gets stuck, or we'll have them come straight forward, internal rotation, external rotation. A lot of times what I'll have them do is reach behind their back, and I'll tell them to take one hand and try to touch this opposite shoulder blade. And you'll notice this shoulder on me is a problem. If I get here, there's a decent difference from here to here. This is just basically stuck right there unless I'm doing my stretches, which I haven't done recently. So I'm going to show you the two that I do that really help improve anytime I'm starting to feel tight in the shoulder area. So one is from McKenzie. It's just shoulder extension. So you'll prop it up on a desk or a counter. You're going to step away, keep that palm up, go all the way down, come up. So you're trying to get to your end range, and I'm going to do this quickly here about 10 times. And you may not feel a huge stretch. This is actually more for the shoulder joint itself, more than the muscles, but a lot of times doing this clears up a lot of those stuck limited ranges of motion for you. So I'm talking, I forgot my reps here, but we'll figure it out. I'm going to do one more. Good. And then we'll just retest. So again, this one was pretty decent. It's tight. And now I think that's a little better. I usually have to do a series of those before it frees up all the way. So a lot of times you'll go from being here in office, we'll see people way up here and moving better. Or a lot of times we'll do this before they're kind of stuck. They do this exercise, they pop out and they're like, oh, it's a lot better because we're loosening up that capsule in the shoulder. So that is one stretch that I think is easy to do. You can do it safely. Obviously, if you try this one and you feel way worse, or your range of motion gets more limited, don't keep doing it and forcing it. But this is an easy one to try, and it fixes a lot of problems. In the second video, I'm going to give you one of the stretches I use and prescribe quite a bit to my patients because I find that it helps clear out a lot of issues as well. Okay, so this is another great stretch for those sticky shoulders that it's hard to put on your belt, it's hard to reach overhead, and you just find that your shoulder mobility seems to be getting worse and worse. We call this the sleeper stretch, and that is because you lay down and you're in a kind of a sleeping position. So typically I'd have like a pillow right here below my head. And what you're going to do is the shoulder you are working, you're going to bring out in front of you and put your arm up just like that. The other arm is going to come here, and then what you're going to do next is press that arm down. So what you should feel is a nice stretch at the back of the shoulder. I'm getting that about there. From there, what I can do is push this arm back into to my left arm for about 7 seconds using, 10% of my strength, relax it, and then I usually can get a little further and a deeper stretch. And I might do that 3 times with a 10-second hold on the stretch, 7-second, contraction, relax. And typically I'll have patients do this, 3 or 4 times, and they'll notice they go from like here all the way down to here with this stretch. And so again, this is just working some of the muscles of the rotator cuff that tend to get tight on us, limit our mobility, set us up for more frequent shoulder irritation or injury. And this is an easy stretch that you can do to help improve your range of motion and keep it safer, whether you're playing with the kids or doing chores around the house. So this is the sleeper stretch. Give this one a shot. All right, guys, there you have it. 2 easy things to try at home to improve your shoulder mobility, maybe decrease your pain, make you feel a little better when you're putting on your belt, trying to pull a shirt off. helping you increase that range of motion so you can use those arms to do whatever you want with them without having to worry about how stiff and sore they are. Hope this helps. I'll talk to you soon.